Hey there everybody, I wanted to make a quick video about counterfeit spark plugs and a recent experience I had after purchasing some spark plugs directly from Amazon. And I purchased these spark plugs initially. They were a really good price and they were shipped and sold from Amazon, so I kind of assumed there was a level of safety there where I thought, okay, these probably are genuine. I don't buy a lot of parts from Amazon because I've had a few bad experiences with parts that don't look real, and just from what you read online that there are a lot of concerns there. But I decided to go ahead and just give that a shot, and I thought, okay, I think these are probably real. But I received the spark plugs, and there were initially some things that made me start to wonder. And so here in front of you we have two spark plugs. The stuff on the left is genuine. The parts on the right, it turns out, are counterfeit. These are the ones that I received from Amazon. So when I first received the plugs, there were a few initial things that just didn't add up, that didn't look right. And so the first off is when I saw these issues or some concerns, I contacted NGK. I called them, somebody picked up the phone really quickly, awesome service. And they said, yeah, we can absolutely verify if these are real. We need a few pictures. And so I supplied these pictures and they emailed back within just literally a few minutes and verified that indeed the ones I received from Amazon were counterfeit. They were not real NGK plugs. And these plugs, if you buy them from a parts store, they could be anywhere from $10 to $14 a piece. So they're not cheap spark plugs. So it's a very common piece that counterfeiters are going to try to replicate because there's a lot of potential profit there. So when I received the counterfeit plug and I contacted NGK, so a few things they mentioned. So first of all, they said, you can't go off the box. This is the counterfeit box here. They said, you can't go off of the box. They said there's several manufacturers that make these for us over the years. And if you're going to try to say, oh, it's a box, you can tell it's counterfeit. He said, you just can't. Some places, some videos you'll see say, oh, if it's a cardboard thread protector, it's counterfeit. And again, that is not real. That's not true, I should say. This is the genuine. It does have a cardboard thread protector, and the one that is fake also had that. So you can't go off of those. So I'm going to remove those from our video here. So again, thread protectors, boxes, can't rely on those. So on the fake spark plug, the thing that really got me thinking was a couple of things. So number one, the steel, it's very, very shiny, and that sounds silly, but high quality steel and high quality metals in general have a distinct look to them. They're not, it's not chrome, obviously it's not chrome plated, but they don't have that kind of a shiny, inexpensive look. Typically, high quality steels have a very distinct look. If you are familiar with like knife blades or anything that is a high quality steel, they have a distinct look. But the fake one, it just looked really, really shiny, and that's just strange. It doesn't look right. One of the other things that stood out to me was the printing on the ceramic. The printing was very poor quality. And the ceramic here, these are designed to withstand really, really high temperatures, and I've never seen a good quality plug with just really such bad printing on the ceramic. And that just didn't look right. Even the wording here is just kind of fuzzy. It didn't look right. But you see on the actual metal, it says Japan, and it looks so real in some respects. One thing the NGK wanted to see was the shape of the electrode. And I didn't know for sure, like, okay, well, what is that going to tell them? But he said he wanted to see that. He wanted to see the tip of the electrode and the threads. And the threads themselves are kind of, the machining is very low quality on this. But I didn't have another real plug with me at the time to verify this, but NGK confirmed it. But yeah, so again, the printing on the ceramic, the quality of the threads, the way the metallurgy looks, it just did not look right. They verified, again, NGK verified, these are counterfeit plugs. And they said, you need to try to get your money back if you can. So I did. I was able to get a refund from Amazon for these, and I reordered from a known good seller. So I purchased new plugs through Rock Auto. And so here's the new plug. And right off, the machining on the threads is 100% better. Very clean machining. There's no issues with that where it looks rough. The whole piece of steel is much higher quality. So that's one thing I noticed right off the bat. The shape of the electrode is actually slightly different. So on the genuine piece here on the left, the shape of this electrode, or I'm probably using the wrong term there, the curved arm is it has a very smooth radius. It doesn't look like it was bent with a pair of pliers like the one on the right. Very smooth, and the machine work is outstanding. The way they shaped the tip. This one looks like it was almost shaped with like a hand tool, and lots of marring on it. The tip that should be the iridium tip is it's not even centered, and on the real one, it's extremely centered. You can see a very clean weld that they laser welded on, and even like the ceramic tip inside the plug here on the right has like black marking on it. It's not uniform. The one on the left, extremely uniform, no black markings on it. So again, overall, I'd say the things that tipped me off on the ones that were fake was the printing on the ceramic, the quality of the metal, far too shiny. The threads were not clean. The tip was very rough. Just the overall machining of the tip, all that's very rough. But on the genuine piece, I would say near perfect printing on the ceramic. The threads nearly perfect. The shape of the electrode, the arm is very good. No concerns there. So just a warning, if you're buying these parts from Amazon, just keep your eyes open. I would recommend buying from an authorized seller. Something, even if you have to buy it locally, you're going to pay more, of course, than buying online, but at least you'll know you'll have the genuine part. So worth keeping an eye out for. These are not cheap plugs. So if it looks like the deal you're getting is too good to be true, it very likely is. And I'm putting a plug out there for Rock Auto, but Rock Auto has just been a fantastic seller. I've never gotten anything from them that was not genuine, and their prices are exceptional. So something to keep in mind. So I hope this video was useful, and I hope everyone is having a great day. Take care out there. Bye.